So thanks, Stu, first and foremost, for actually having this debate, as almost nobody else on your side will. To make my position crystal clear on this, as I have many times before, there could have been a conspiracy to Charlie Kirk, though it's more likely it would have come from left wing groups or agitators. But what I assess as evidence, and it's standard, just to clarify this very quickly, evidence is information, facts, data, or materials which support a claim and truth, hypothesis, or assertion, and it doesn't always support a conclusion. Proof is a successful demonstration of a claim. Stu Peters, like many of these independent investigators working on the Kirk case, produced some evidence for some claims, but never proof. And their evidence always falls short for there to be a conclusion, especially the ones that they propel as being factual. An example of this, if I say I am holding a cigarette, that is evidence I'm holding one. But if I show you that I'm holding a cigarette, that would be proof. Stu has made many claims. Some he just plain has no evidence for, and some so little it just doesn't support his conclusion. He's going to ask a lot of questions, but he doesn't seem to be great at demonstrating the claims that he's already made. Claim one, Stu Peters says Andrew Colvett is Jewish. This was posted by him September 21st. Quote, Andrew Colvett is not buying even one piece of the official Charlie Kirk story. No evidence given for the claim at all. Both of Colvett's parents were Catholic. There isn't any evidence he has any ethnic blood at all. So that's just totally made up. Claim two, quote, we now with 100% certainty know that Andrew Colvett was linked to Fort Huachuca in the days and weeks leading up to Charlie Kirk's assassination. That was July 17th on X. Colvett denies the claim, and the only evidence Stu has made for the claim is a man named Snow, who also
10
believes.
seconds.
What? You said 3 minutes.
That's a two. You want? I can push
Oh.
it to three if it goes both
Yeah,
to three.
you said 3 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, let's do three. You have another minute, so I'll give you three as well.
Colvett denies the claim. The only evidence Stu has made for the claim is a man named Snow, who also believes his father is the Zodiac and that a cockroach he captured was actually a spying device. Thus far, he hasn't shown us the cockroach even. Snow has provided no evidence for the president of for the presence of Andrew Colvett, Erica Kirk, or anybody being at Fort Huachuca. Past, trust me, bro, I saw them. Next, he uses Anna Escobar and her Google Analytics, which can't be replicated as the data isn't there. But most importantly, from her own admission, may not have come from the base at all, as there are 45,000 residents in that suburb, 6,500 at the base. She says this herself. There's no good reason to believe, based on this evidence, that Erica Kirk was ever there, or Andrew Colvett, or anybody else Snow claims was. In other words, Stu Peters can't actually tie anybody to actually being there, even though he claims Andrew Colvett is 100% tied to the fort, a guy who's never been there. Thus, the evidence doesn't support the conclusion. His conclusion is that TPUSA reps Erica Kirk and work together to keep Kirk, and we in no way ever get to that conclusion. I think that it's a bummer we only have 3 minutes to do this, but
That's
okay.
your time.
All right.
Okay, perfect. Stu, you have 3 minutes starting now.
So the reason why I took this debate is because Erica Kirk and Andrew Colvett and Blake Neff won't debate. Jack Posobiec won't debate. And apparently you are the paid shill to come out here and push the idea that Tyler Robinson is definitely guilty and he shot Charlie Kirk with his grandfather's stolen 30-06. You spoke of evidence and you spoke of claims. Jack Posobiec made a claim. He claimed that he saw a 4K HD video. Benny Johnson made the claim that you can see Tyler Robinson taking the shot and that this is an open and shut case. Fact is that there is no evidence that is convincing anyone that Tyler Robinson is in fact guilty in the death of Charlie Kirk, and that is what has led to what I would say is inarguably the world's largest in history crowdsourced investigation into who it is that's responsible for the murder of Charlie Kirk. So, I mean, I can yield my time because I'm just interested in Andrew's debate points. So what evidence do you have, rather than shifting the burden on Stu Peters, rather than shifting the burden where I have to prove that it was a trapdoor and a magnetic force field and a drone swarm and an exploding mic and a second gunman on the Losi Center, rather than talking about Ana Escobar and Google search images, let's just talk about your evidence. What evidence is it, rather than shifting the burden onto me, that you want to debate that will satisfy the audience that Tyler Robinson definitely shot Charlie Kirk.
Andrew, you have a minute.
Yeah, so these aren't the claims. Right now, there's a trial going on. Neither of us have access to the totality of the evidence. So I don't even need to make the claim. It's not necessary. You have made actual claims here. You have claimed that Charlie Kirk was by a microphone. He was by a microphone, even though it's the case that when Jews did this and the Israelis did this and they had exploding pagers, there was smoke, there was all sorts of things like this. You have never provided a single piece of evidence for that absurd claim, not one in that claim. You're avoiding your claim for Fort Tachuka. You're not actually telling us how it is that you could make the claim that Colvette was 100% there. That's what you claimed. Do you have any evidence to support that other than Snow saying, "Trust me, bro"? No.
Okay,
How do
so
you get
what
to
you're
these conclusions, dude? How do you get to the conclusions of what it is that you think? Right now, we have a trial going on. And here's the thing, I'm happy
That's
to
a minute.
take
That's a
I'm
minute,
hang on,
Andrew.
real
We can
quick,
do
let me
we can do
just
free
clarify.
flow. Let's give a
we
minute.
wouldn't be
We'll
talking
go to free flow. Let's
about
do a minute from Stu,
All right.
and then we'll go free flow. Go ahead,
we
Stu.
wouldn't be talking about any of this at all if you're here to debate the claims that Erica Kirk makes that Tyler Robinson's guilty, that Jack Posobiec says Tyler Robinson's guilty. That's the claim that has been made. That is the man who's on trial for his life. And there is no trial. Actually, preliminary hearings have taken place, at which point the prosecution was supposed to provide the most damning evidence possible to take this thing to a trial where they'll stick a needle in his arm or put him in a gas chamber or blow his head off or whatever it is that they're going to do so they can get him out of here. Jack Posobiec, Erica Kirk forgives this man as if he's already guilty. The claims have been made by everybody that pays you. You're paid by Turning Point USA. They apparently, nobody that likes them wants to do business. So they come and get a guy that hates them. You're on the record saying Erica Kirk is until the minute that you take a paycheck, and now she's the best at everything, and Tyler Robinson is definitely guilty. So we are here to talk about the evidence that you have.
10 seconds.
Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk.
No, that's not what we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss all claims being made. And if you want to take,
wait,
hang on.
Are you
If you want to
telling
take
me
30
that
minutes,
you don't have
if you
any
want to take,
evidence?
hang on, bro, listen to what I'm saying. If you want to take 30 minutes to discuss your claims and then 30 minutes to discuss mine, I'm happy to do that. But you can't shift out of the burden of your own claims. Can we start with those? And then after that 30 minutes is done, you can ask me whatever it is that you want.
The burden isn't on me.
The burden
It's
is
not
on you for claims that you've made.
It's not on Candace Owens. It's not on Baron Coleman. The burden is not on any of us.
Let me just ask you directly.
That's not
Did
how these
Erica
cases
Kirk
work.
and TP, by the way, I don't work for TP USA. That's a lie. Secondly,
What do you mean?
when
You went
you-
on stream and
Yeah.
said that you took a job with Turning Point.
no, I didn't.
Yes,
I went
you
on
did.
stream, and here's my exact words.
You're denying
I
that
have
you went on stream and said that you
self-anointed
work for Turning
myself.
Point.
I don't work for TP USA.
You didn't
And
get
I
paid
never
by
made the
Turning Point
claim.
USA.
Sure, to give a debate course.
Okay, so you've been paid by Turning Point USA.
So has their guys who mow their lawn.
Okay,
So they
well,
work for
that
TP
was the
USA
point.
too.
The
They work
difference
for the
is that
Jews,
mow
they
the
work for
lawn.
Jews because
The
they mow their
guys that
lawn.
mow the lawn, Andrew, are not saying on stream and they're not saying on social media platforms with a big following that Erica
Yeah.
Kirk's and then
No.
automatically and then turning quickly right after they get paid for their lawn job and the edging and the weeding and the blowing that she's the greatest at everything.
When did I ever say that?
That's what we're here for.
When did I ever say that she's the greatest
You-
and
you
the
have-
bestest at
you-
everything?
you
Just
have
making shit
completely
up, bro.
She's not anymore.
You're just making
right?
shit up. All
She's not
women are.
anymore.
All women are.
This is what your tactic is. You want to move away from what the debate core is. You want to shift the burden.
I want to know,
The
first
burden
of all, do you
is,
believe that there was an
Tell
exploding
me how
microphone?
Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, and
What's
I'm
the
happy. I'm
evidence of
happy to
that?
get to all these claims. Let's start with
Okay, well, that's what we're here
yours.
for. So
You
start
have
there.
made
You are the guy who's
claims.
been paid by Turning Point to
You
come
have
here
made
and tell us
claims.
how I'm crazy and Barron's
Mhm.
crazy
Yeah, so
and
let's start with
everybody
your
is
claims.
dangerous.
When was Andrew Colvette?
I don't have
at-
any claims.
what-
I'm investigating
was-
what
you don't have
happened
any
to Charlie
claims?
Kirk because I don't believe you. I
Was
don't believe
Andrew-
Erica.
listen,
I don't
was
believe these
Andrew
people. The burden is
Colvette-
on
Was
you.
Andrew Colvette at Fort Tuchaka or not?
We're not here to discuss
Answer the
Fort
question,
Huachuca
Stu.
or flights or
Was
exploding
he
mics.
there
We're
or
not here to
Stu?
debate that. Are you telling
was
me
he there, Stu?
that are you
Was he
wasting
there?
everybody's time?
Was he there, Stu?
Do you not have any evidence that
Stu.
Tyler Robinson killed Charlie
Stu,
Kirk?
was he there or not?
Did Tyler Robinson
Was he
kill
there
Charlie Kirk?
or not, Stu?
Did Tyler Robinson kill Charlie
I think
Kirk?
the evidence supports that, sure. Now answer my question. Was Andrew Colvette at Fort Tuchaka or not? Was he there or not, Stu?
Where's Andrew Kovac? Why
Answer
won't
the
he come out and
question,
answer that
Stu.
question?
Why don't you answer the question since you made the claim? Was he there or not?
Where is the evidence that
Stu,
Tyler
answer
Robinson
my question,
killed
Stu.
Charlie Kirk?
Answer my question. Was he there
I'm
or
not
not?
here to answer your questions.
You're not here
I'm
to answer
debate
any
you.
questions about any of the things that you have postulated as being true.
You're
You
not
can't
here
support
to
a
answer
single
any
claim.
questions as to how it is definitely true that
I
Tyler
swear
Robinson
to you, I'll
is
answer
guilty.
all of yours if you just answer mine.
You've been on the internet demonizing everybody who's looking into the
You
Charlie
won't answer
Kirk. You were
questions.
begging for Baron Coleman to come and talk about how
any
Tyler
questions
Robinson
about
is
your
so
view.
guilty until I came into the chat.
Was Andrew
and I was
Kovac
like, okay,
at Fort Tuchaka?
tell us how.
Was
Tell
Andrew
us how.
Kovac at Fort Tuchaka?
I don't know if Andrew Kovac
Then
was
why
at
did you
Fort
say you were
Huachuca.
100% sure he's linked to it?
Okay.
Well,
First
answer
of
the
all,
question, Stu.
do you know all of the evidence that you would have to ignore to consider that to be an outlandish consideration?
You said he was 100% linked. Was that a lie, Stu? Were you lying?
No, I wasn't lying.
Okay,
You
great.
said
So then
that
show me
Tyler
the
Robinson
100%.
killed Charlie Kirk. Everybody
the
at Turning
100%
Point
link.
has said that.
No, they have. In fact, here's the thing that's really funny. First of all,
Erica
I don't
Kirk
work.
forgives
I
that
don't
man.
work for TPUSA.
So if
That's
Erica
first.
Kirk forgives him, then that means that Tyler Robinson killed him. So where's
Yeah.
the evidence of that?
based on
Jack
the
Posobiec,
supporting
who works
evidence
for Turning Point
Yes.
USA, said,
Yes.
and none of these people, all these
I'm
people
sure
are
that
cowards,
they
by
do
the way.
think
None
that
of them
he
will
does.
come here and
Yes.
tell me how this is true.
Yeah, but none of
You're
but
the
you
paid
won't even
guy who doesn't
support
even
your
like
claims.
them,
You won't
who's
even
out
support your
here
claims now.
trying to lure people
Hold on,
into
there's a lot of
defamation
interrupted.
lawsuits.
Let's try to go one at a time
Okay.
right now.
When you say there's no burden on me to prove, you do have to prove your claims, especially if those claims, you're focusing on them to say that you're disproving what the state's case is. I have tons of evidence. I have text message evidence. I have DNA.
Okay.
I have bullet
All right, Andrew,
fragments.
that's good.
So when you speak to the tons of evidence that you have, first of all, I already explained the DNA. Lance Twiggs is equally connected to the murder of Charlie Kirk as Tyler Robinson is when you want to talk about DNA. The guy was already in custody when Discord messages are being sent. There was no confession. They said that he confessed. There is no confession. So like all of these things, they leave a whole lot of questions about Tyler Robinson. There is no definitive evidence. That's why you can't come here and defend that position. You have to instead start talking about, 6 million different theories that people are looking into, because when you ask Erica Kirk, well, were you on Fort Huachuca? What does she do? She lies. She conspires with Andrew Kovac to produce a fake alibi for the wrong day with somebody else's kids and then hand them to some never heard of before Gary Melton Paramount Tactical YouTuber who literally outs that, yeah, it's confirmed Mitch Snow was on Fort Huachuca that day, and confirms that Andrew Kovac is his source feeding him information, rather than just saying, well, yeah, I was on Fort Huachuca because my mom, Lori Franzfey, works there. Or, yeah, I was on Fort Huachuca bringing her a sandwich. Or I basically grew up on Fort Huachuca, so of course I was there.
That's a
But
minute.
instead, she lies and produces a fake alibi.
Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah,
So when you're talking
okay,
about
my turn,
asking
Stu. Hang
questions
on.
and not getting answers,
Yeah.
these are the people who need to be answering the questions, but they're cowards and they won't come out here and debate, so they sent you.
But they do.
So where's
Okay,
your
they
evidence?
do.
that
Andrew, go
Tyler
ahead.
Robinson
Andrew, go ahead. You got a
Yeah,
minute.
shot
Go
Charlie
ahead.
Kirk?
They do.
Andrew,
ask
go ahead. You
you.
got a minute.
They do ask you for your evidence, and I'm just as connected to this case as you are, which means not at all. Were you some great friend of Charlie? Are you somehow super connected to this in a way that I'm not? What gives you the right to represent a view against TPUSA, but not for me to represent a view on their behalf if I agree with them? What?
Okay, so
Hang
represent
on,
that
Stu,
view.
Stu,
How is it that
Stu,
you
Hey,
agree?
Hey,
my
hold on.
turn, Stu.
Let's do uninterrupted.
Yeah, chill out, Stu. What is it?
Come on,
Well,
come
how
on.
is it that you have some great authority as a questioner, but I have no great authority to question you with my own questions as my own form of questioner, questioning the questioners? Tell me where it is that you end up with this great authority and I don't. Why is it that you deserve to talk to these people, but I'm stuck talking with you instead of the people who profess most of this? You're stuck talking with me for the same reason I'm stuck talking with you. It's because the people on your side are too cowardly, the ones who actually profess this stuff, to stand by any of their views. You yourself, sir, will not stand by your own views right this second. You ask me for evidence, I give you tons. By the way, with Tyler Robinson, there was way more Robinson DNA than Twiggs. That's a lie. You say that these photos,
That was
you say that
manipulated.
these
There was
photos,
Hold on.
my turn to Stu. You say
Almost
that
done.
there's
You got
photos.
10 seconds, Andrew. 10
You
seconds.
say there's photos there that were wrong. That's a lie. You're just making it up, Stu, because that's what you people do. You just make it up.